Hey guys, Anders here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're just going over my initial impressions on the Battlefield 2042 Season 2 content, the new map, the new assignments, the new weapons, the specialist, all the stuff. And I've been seeing some pretty mixed opinions, particularly about the map. Some people really love this map, some people hate it. So without further ado, let's just get into my impressions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. I'll be covering Modern Warfare 2. We'll be playing the beta. And obviously, whenever Gundam Evolution comes out, I'll be covering that as well. So in the coming months, it will definitely not just be Battlefield that will be covered on this channel. But for now, in this video, we're going to be covering my initial impressions on Battlefield 2042 Season 2 and all the content and stuff. So first and foremost, let's go over the map. So, the map, I've been seeing mixed opinions on this. Some people like it, some people hate it. I think this map personally plays like shit in Breakthrough, but it plays a lot better in Conquest. The main problem point on this map for me is the boat area. The combination of insane verticality and close quarters areas inside of the boat just makes for a generally unfun and pretty unreadable gameplay experience. I believe there's an area in the middle of the map with about 100 crates stacked on top of each other different ways, and that one area has more angles than an entire Counter-Strike map just alone. So I definitely think the gameplay in Breakthrough can be super frustrating. I found that ignoring the inside area completely and just going for flanks for the entire time when you make it to the boat sector in Breakthrough is way more efficient than trying to slam your head against the wall of infantry that's in the interior of the boat. In Conquest, I think the surrounding areas on Stranded are pretty good. The first sector on Breakthrough, yet again, I think that point plays pretty well for Conquest, but the first sector in Breakthrough on that point is really difficult to take. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they changed the layout for Breakthrough at some point for this map. As far as some of the weapons, I find the M16 actually has a surprising amount of recoil. I'd say it has the second most recoil compared to the PKP, because the PKP's recoil is just basically unusable since they nerfed it. The M16, for whatever reason, definitely has more recoil than even the Scar. But I find that the M16 is still pretty fun to use. Some people are saying that it's really bad, but I think a weapon that is actually really bad is the new AR. Well, AR in quotation marks, because I think DICE kind of miscategorized this weapon. It's absolutely an SMG. It has an SMG headshot multiplier. It's not very effective at range, and it honestly has a decent amount of recoil for what it is. I don't think the AM40 is really good at all. I think it actually might be the worst AR in the entire game, so that's a little unfortunate. As far as the other weapons, I don't have the Avances LMG, which is the new 2042 LMG, not the M60. Apparently, the Avances LMG is overpowered in the opinions of some of my friends. It's really accurate, decent RPM, actually really good hip fire. You can get 200 round magazines on it, so just another very strong LMG. It might be better than the LCMG, depending on how the RPM is laid out, so watch out for that weapon. And the M60 I just got for recording this video, actually. I like the M60. I don't think it stacks up against most weapons, but it's a fun weapon to use. It sounds cool. And it's just a nice change of pace because all the light machine guns in Battlefield 2042 are very high RPM, and the M60 is the only light machine gun in the entire game that is a nice, slow, chuggy, high damage LMG. And speaking about adding a different type of weapon to the game, the new full auto sidearm, the PF51, is, as expected, completely busted, and it's super good at just killing a bunch of people. I've already seen someone that has spent $140 on completing all of the Battle Pass tiers, so he unlocked everything. And yeah, believe it or not, people actually do that. And he was running around using it just as a primary weapon. So they essentially gave you a primary weapon SMG as a secondary, which is kind of nuts. And speaking about the Battle Pass is, it's a Battle Pass. You get skins and you get guns and you get all this stuff. I think it's fine. Obviously, I would like to see a little more. I would like to see a little more unique, like, player titles and stuff like that. But overall, the Battle Pass is what it is. I think it's fine. Moving on to a very controversial addition to the game, in my opinion, the new specialist, Charlie Crawford, aka Andrew Tate, aka Top G, aka Bugatti Minigun Summoner. I think the new specialist is kind of exactly what I thought it would be. He's not that effective, but he's one of those things where you come across him and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, man, just stop. He's just an irritation. And this game already has like a ton of irritating things. So he's just an overall negative addition, in my opinion. And speaking of another overall negative addition, concussion grenades, not a lot of people have them, but I did get hit with a few, and I can say with confidence that they're just another irritation, another overall negative addition to the game. But interestingly enough, in the accessibility options, if you go in your options menu, there is an option to change the concussion effect from black to white and vice versa. So it's kind of like dark flashes in Counter-Strike if you play Counter-Strike. But again, would rather not have them. As far as the other things that I haven't experienced yet, I have not experienced the new BTR vehicle. I forget what it's called. It's like the EBLC something. I have not experienced that vehicle yet. Apparently it has a 105mm cannon on top of having APS. So it's definitely going to be the most irritating tank in the game to kill because it actually has counters for once. But for the general impressions that I get for 2042 Season 2 right now, it's pretty decent, but there's still a lot to go, especially with the game itself. The game itself is still in a really, really bad state. It's still very behind content-wise where it should have been compared to previous titles, and massive game-breaking things like mouse input being broken have still not been fixed a year or so after release. So if you're wondering if it's finally time to pull the trigger and try Battlefield 2042, ultimately it's up to you, but I'm just warning you guys, there are still massive problems that will likely remain unaddressed for the entire duration of this game's life cycle. And for the people that are just going to comment, oh, all you do is complain, you should probably get some standards and also probably get a spine. And you should probably think and listen to more to what I'm saying, because I really haven't said anything controversial in this whole video yet. This is probably the most controversial thing I've said. So with that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to like it as well. Join the Discord, link is in the description, and I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. There's going to be some really, really exciting things coming up in the next few months on the Twitch channel and the YouTube channel, and of course the 30K special is on the way. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I really do appreciate it. Peace.